Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general and love forecast for December 2017. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I apologize for being tardy in getting my videos uploaded and done here. I've been extremely behind and I'm a bit under the weather right now, but don't worry about me. Let's worry about you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into this. I've kept you guys waiting long enough. Okay, for our first card, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse position. So, some of you are probably coming out of a period of retreat, or maybe even isolation. For a few of you, you could be recovering from an illness. However, if you have been ill and you didn't take a time out to recover, then you might be experiencing some chronic stress and anxiety, and your body is exhausted. So you need to try to take a little bit of a break if you have been ill. Give your body a little bit of time to heal up. And, some of you may have even been experiencing some sleepless nights. Maybe you might have a restless mind when you go to lay down. Like, your brain just won't shut off and it just wants to keep going through, well, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that. And, this could be insomnia as well. So, yeah, do try to get some sleep. I know it's hard, Maybe try to take a melatonin or something, something that's herbal, natural. Maybe that might help you. And for relationships, this could bring a release from a relationship that maybe felt like it was a prison. But overall, this card is signifying that you guys are back into action. You're coming out of that isolation and you are back into action. Okay, here we have the Four of Wands. This is our circumstances card. So the Four of Wands is reversed here. So no matter how big or small, we should be grateful for and thankful for every single thing we have, no matter how big or small. And there, we have, every one of us, we have blessings in our life, even when things are at their absolute worst. Trust me, if you really look, you have some blessings. We all do. Sometimes this can indicate that you're having issues with your actual physical home. Maybe something in your home has broke. Maybe you're in need of repairs. Maybe the home and family life is upset in some way. This can also indicate that you could be moving from a place that you have known well. And this can also indicate, as a young adult, that they could be moving out of their home, their family home, for the first time. This can also indicate like empty nest syndrome, if you will. Sometimes this can mean that you may be having some issues with some of your neighbors. Maybe you don't fit in, or maybe your neighbors are just assholes, for lack of better words. It can go either way. So this could also indicate the honeymoon blues, because when the card is upright, when we look at the traditional Rider-Waite, we see a home in the background, and we see a couple, looks like a male and a female, who've been married with the wreaths and everything. So sometimes this card can indicate a wedding when it's upright, and when it's in the reverse position, well, maybe that happiness is calmed down. You know, sometimes, very rarely, this can indicate that you know, so you could have been jilted at the altar, or maybe someone you're very close to went through an experience like this. Sometimes this could indicate that a wedding ended in a disaster. You know, there could have been family fights. I mean, there could be family fights and emotional outbursts just in general with this card. It doesn't have to be in relation to a marriage. And sometimes this can indicate that your holiday plans may go awry, or just simply get canceled. And overall, you know, you could just feel like there's a lack of freedom here. Okay, this is our focus card, and this is the Six of Wands. So this is about coming home after a long, hard battle, and you are victorious. You have the success and the recognition that comes with that victory. You know, this is progress. You obviously have been you've been working towards achieving a goal, and it looks like you were attaining it. You know, this can also indicate self-confidence. But overall, if you guys have been working towards a goal, it looks like you're victorious. I mean, look at him. He's got his arm in the air like, yeah! So, yep. Congratulations on whatever you have just achieved. You've worked long and hard for it. Okay, here we have our Faith card in the reverse position, and this is the card position of your recent past or what is passing right now. So, some of you could be experiencing this energy still, but if you are, it is passing. And for some of you, this will be already in your past. Now, this is also known as the Hierophant card in other decks as well. So, this indicates unconventional, non-traditional ways of doing things. Maybe you feel like rebelling and breaking some rules, you know. Sometimes this can indicate a conflict with a parent or an authority figure. I must mention, you know, this isn't going to be for all of you, but this will resonate with a few of you. For a few of you are running with excuse me, I can't speak today. A run-in with the authorities. You know, like lawmen, policemen. Gotta be careful. You could potentially end up dealing with someone in an authority type position, and then they would force others to conform to their ways. And sometimes this can indicate that maybe you had done something that was, you know, a bit out of character for you. But overall, this card is just about feeling restricted by rules and structure. And so sometimes you just want to rebel, like, nope, I'm tired of following the rules. Yes, so this is our past influence here. Okay, this card position is about the here and the now, the present, the here and the now. So here we have the Knight of Coins in the reverse position. So has life been feeling boring? Maybe you're craving a change. In regards to relationships, maybe you're just becoming bored, restless. You know, sometimes romance has just been thrown out the window to, you know, focus on the day-to-day activities within, you know, the family and home life. So if the romance has gone out of your relationship and that's something that's concerning you, you know, just try to ignite the romance. You know, say a date night. You know, that could help things. Now, if this is indicating an actual person, this person would be conservative. This person would be the type of person that would want to stay at home instead of going out and having fun and, you know, doing things. You know, they just prefer to be at home. You know, sometimes this person can be very resistant to change. If this is you, then you're probably isolating yourself from others. And maybe you guys might be having some issues with perfectionist type standards. No, never, Virgo. We all like perfect things, but as a Virgo, I know all too well, perfection does not exist within this dimension. It is not for this life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Yes, we can complete a task, you know, to perfection, but as far as people being perfect, oh, none of us are perfect. Hello. Okay, this card is our near future. So this is the Three of Wands. With the Three of Wands, this is a visionary type of card. You know, this card is asking you to dream beyond your current limitations. You know, sometimes this can indicate that you have a premonition, intuition about what's to come or what you should do. So definitely pay attention if you have had an intuition or premonition, and if you have not, you will soon, because this is our near future card. And sometimes this is simply wanting to seek out uncharted areas in quest of something different. We want to expand our horizons. And this can also indicate travel over water. You know, I mean, you could be in an airplane going across an ocean. By the way, this would indicate travel over water. Now, this could simply be travel for a vacation. This could also be traveling for this business opportunity or this creative project. But overall, this is a very good luck and success card. And I should mention, for a few of you, this could indicate that you may be considering here very soon on taking a job where you would have to travel for work. And when I say travel, I mean you may have to move a distance, you may have to move states, you may have to move countries. This isn't going to be like a 20-minute drive. Okay, this card position is the attitude. Here we have the Five of Cups in the reverse position. So, this is emotional sorrow from a loss or a disappointment. For romantic relation, you know, this could be a romantic relationship. This could be a like a very long friendship. someone that you would be very close with. Or this could even indicate, a disappointment or a loss, of someone in your family. But now that the card is reversed, you are healing. This is not an end, but it is a new beginning for you. And you want to try to let go of the pain and sorrow, because you want to try to focus on the good things. You want to focus on your new beginning. And trust me, there's plenty of good things around you. Even though you've experienced this loss, there's still some good things around you. Focus on the good. Focus on what you do have. Be grateful for what you do have, no matter how little, how big. But overall, sometimes this can mean you would probably benefit by moving to a new home, or potentially moving jobs, maybe starting a different job. Sometimes there can be situations at work and you simply just was not happy there. For a few of you guys could have lost a job that you truly loved. But overall, this card being in the reverse position is about renewal. Your interest is being renewed. Hope is coming back to you. And, you truly desire passion and love and adventure. You're just ready to go out and have a good time, make some new friends, hang out with some current friends. You're just ready to have fun. And you know what? Go have fun. Don't keep crying over what's done. We grieve, and then we need to move forward. We can't stay in a period of grief forever. I'm not anyone to tell anyone how short or how long they should grieve. I'm just advising that you don't get lost and caught up in the grief. Because there are many opportunities with this card. And if you're so focused on what you lost, you won't see what is actually around you and what's being offered. Okay, this is how other people would see you. And here we have the Priestess in the reverse position. So with the Priestess, this would indicate that you're not listening to your inner voice, your intuition. Maybe you're just ignoring it on purpose. Maybe you've decided to simply flip the switch and try to turn it off. But ultimately, it is time for you to reconnect with that inner voice. Because that inner voice, your intuition, it has all of the answers that you seek, but you must listen. Okay, this card position is about hopes and fears. And here we have the Six of Swords in the reverse position. So when the Six of Swords is reversed like this can indicate a delay in transitioning away from a situation that is full of loss and disappointment. It just makes you feel like you were stuck in a horrible situation. And a lot of times this is about family losses, family problems, family troubles, and this could indicate a bad work situation. It's like it just keeps going. So this seems like it would be a fear. Sounds most logical to me. Now here for the final outcome card, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. So with the Nine of Cups, a wish that you desire is partially granted or not at all. Or it could simply be delayed. But you should ask yourself, is your wish realistic? Sometimes this can indicate that you're just simply hoping that your wish falls into your lap. And let me just say that faith and belief without action is useless. So wishful thinking will not help us here at all. And you may feel deep down that something is missing. The inner fulfillment that you seek is, ultimately that's what this wish and desire is about, is to help you feel fulfilled. And so that's missing. But that doesn't mean that we can't get there, okay? Sometimes this is about disappointments due to imperfections. So try to not focus on every single imperfection. And, here's a biggie. Overindulgence. This is the biggest thing that comes to mind for me when I see this card in readings, is overindulgence. That overindulgence could be with alcohol. It could be with food. It could be sex. It could be prescription medication. It could be recreational drugs. It could be shopping. It could be just about anything. There's so many forms of addictions. It's just crazy. They just keep growing. But the whole point is you don't want to be overindulgent. But the biggest thing that comes to mind for me is alcohol. Any sort of drugs, whether they're prescribed or recreational. Essentially chemicals that can alter the way that you think. Now, okay, let's try to move a little away from that. This can also indicate, there was simply just mistakes. You didn't think your wish out all the way. But you want to make sure that you're not being greedy or superficial. And sometimes this is about, perhaps you're just preoccupied with your own desires. And sometimes this can be at the expense of others. And, well, that definitely won't get any good karma. So I would not recommend that path. But overall, overindulgence can be the downfall here. And if you want your wish, let's zap out that overindulgence. I know that a lot of people are stressed out. And for some people, there's holidays here. And there's a tendency to drink, especially wine. Let's just not drink too much, though, because this can backfire on us. Okay, for the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Now, the Empress, she's holding that little baby. But overall, this is success and wealth. Wealth can be yours. Now, this, success could be if you desire a relationship. It can be yours. If you desire, you know, business success and wealth, it can be yours. This can also indicate that you may receive help from supportive women. Overall, this is happiness. And for a few of you, this can indicate a pregnancy. Okay, let us clarify. That's beautiful. This was the bottom of the deck, of our clarifying deck, and I want to say something really quick. Combined with the Empress, the Eight of Swords in the reverse position indicates that you are now released from your own mental prison that your fears made. And so now you are free from all of that fear here. And any imposed restrictions that you've been feeling, they're dropping away. So the restrictions and the fears drop away. And you are able to finally make a choice without being so fearful. Now, what I want to mention real quick here is for some of you who may have been trying to get pregnant and maybe experiencing problems, this would indicate that you're not going to have a problem when you do get pregnant. You've been released from this fear and this restriction. So for a few of you, I'd like to say congratulations, because a few of you are definitely going to finally get that baby that you've been wanting. And of course, for everyone else, you know, you are finally free of your own fear and your own restrictions that you imposed upon yourself through your fears. So if you desire a new love relationship, it can be yours. If you desire business success, wealth, it can be yours. You are no longer tied to your fear. You've shaken it off. Okay, sorry, I know I jumped ahead, but I got the channeled message, I had to say it. If I don't say it immediately, it'll just keep coming, and it'll drive me nuts. Okay. Now, we clarify our first card, which was the Four of Swords in the reverse position, and we get the Moon. So, with the Moon, this is definitely indicating sleep issues, okay? The overactive mind. So, some of my Virgos out here, you guys are having lots of problems sleeping. You know, for some of you, this could indicate that you guys are having like astral travel experiences during your dreams, or the whole out-of-body experience, which they kind of go hand in hand, the astral and the out-of-body experience. So I feel like for a few of you, a few of you have definitely experienced this. And for a few of you, this could indicate that you guys have just simply been having a mental breakdown. And if that is you, I'm very sorry. A lot of people, we're just getting put through the ringer here. You know, but the moon here also indicates, you know, your intuition. You know, if you feel that there's a big change coming, then you're right. There is. Now, this card can also indicate deception, but it can also indicate self-deception. So you want to be careful. Don't lie to yourself. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Don't make a situation bigger than what it really is. You know, because when the moon is full, it exaggerates. It exaggerates our emotions. So you could potentially make a situation seem much bigger than what it really is day to day. But, you know, this can also indicate that, you know, you're just having a lot of emotional outbursts. Woo! That's heavy. Very heavy. You know, but maybe some of you need to have that emotional outburst so you can just purge what you've been holding on to. And trust me, sometimes that's just very necessary. You got to get it out. Okay, this was our circumstances position, and we clarified the Four of Wands that was reversed, and now we get the Devil in the reverse position. So, this would be clinging to the past. Maybe a situation or a particular person. But you definitely need to deal with unresolved issues so that you can move forward. You're like on the verge of a major change. But if you keep ignoring the problems, you're going to experience blockages and obstacles at like every single turn you make. You'll be met with more blockages and more obstacles because we must let go of whatever we are hanging on to. And once you let the past go and break these shackles, so to speak, life is going to get better. It's going to get a lot better. You know, it's going to take some time, but it's going to get a lot better. You know, for some of you, maybe some of you have kicked an addiction. And if so, I say congratulations and stick to it. And some of you could be leaving an abusive, toxic relationship. Some of you are maybe kicking that whole fear issue, because with the Devil card, you know, he likes to use fear, obsessions, addictions, you know. But another thing about the Devil card is, you know, it indicates a karmic relationship, and sometimes this relationship can turn to an abusive relationship. Sometimes it can simply turn into a toxic relationship. But whatever the case may be, you're ready to walk away from it. So maybe you're ready to walk away from the home life that you've established, maybe even with the particular person, whether it's a marriage partner or simply someone you've been in a relationship with. You were just ready to throw off anything that's negative. You were ready to just be done and walk away. And you know what? I'm going to say, keep walking, because if it's that bad, you need to walk. You need to walk away. Because the Devil in reverse is, you know, it's a nasty card. It's a nasty card. But the thing is when he's reversed, you know, we are breaking those shackles. We are saying no more. I'm not going to take this crap anymore. I'm tired of being controlled by this, that, and the other. You know, and this could be addictions. This could be a particular person. This could be fear. This could be an obsession. Sometimes we're obsessed with a particular person or a particular way something should be, but it's just not healthy to continue thinking like that. So the sooner that you can just break those shackles and let it go, the better that it'll be. Okay, this was our focus card, which was the Six of Wands, our victory card, and now we have the Four of Cups. So overall, he's discontent. He's not so happy. You know, you see how he's looking down and he's just moping. He's focusing on the lack thereof in his life. You know, but he's being offered, you know, this cosmic cup, but he's just so focused on himself and his own problems that he just can't see that majestic, magical cup being held out to him, which would represent an opportunity. But he's just so caught up in his own problems. You know, so a lot of you guys may be feeling discontent. Maybe you might even be feeling leery about trusting. You know, but a wonderful opportunity will present itself. But if you're too focused on yourself and your problems, you may not see the opportunity. See how he's keeping his head down? He's just refusing to look up. So, while I understand you're dealing with the loss or disappointment of some sort, or you're just simply bored, try to get out of your own mind, because clearly your guys' minds have been very overactive. So yes, try to get out of your mind and, you know, pay attention to what's going on around you, because an opportunity is bound to present itself. It's probably been presented already to you, or it's getting ready to be. Okay, this was the card of what is passing or what is already past. So we had the Faith card in the reverse position, also known as the Hierophant. And we clarify, and now we get the Justice card. So, for some of you, maybe you guys had to go before a judge. Maybe you acted out of rebellion and decided, I'm so sick and tired of these rules, I'm going to do what I want. Ugh, for some of you, that might have landed you in front of a judge. And for the rest of you, sometimes this can indicate that perhaps you were seeking justice in an unconventional way. Now, if that's what you were doing, I just say, let's keep these scales upright and balanced. Don't do anything that would cause you to get any bad karma, even though this card is of the past. Not every single one of you are going to be through this energy, so to speak. Some of you are still going through it, but it's passing. So if I can help you to try to prevent any, you know, mistake, I'd love to be able to help. For some of you, what's done is done, and it's already in the past. But overall, like I said, for most of you, you'll be trying to seek out your own justice, and it's going to be in an unconventional way. Okay. This was the card of the present, the here, and the now energy, which was the Knight of Coins in the reverse position. We clarify, and now we have the Lover's card. So, yeah, this definitely indicates, you know, the relationship issues. So, yeah, the Lovers overall is about decisions and choices. But overall, you know, feeling restless in a relationship here. Maybe one of you is okay with the, you know, day-to-day routine, but maybe the other person is just simply feeling tortured by it. You know, I believe I already stated when I was explaining the Knight of Coins in reverse in regards to relationships that, you know, the romance is just gone. Yeah. So we need to reignite the romance here. If you want to stay with this person, I mean, clearly with the Lover's card upright, you are still being blessed. You know, you are still receiving that blessing from above with your relationship. But in order to keep it healthy, you got to reignite the romance. You know, date nights, if you will. Something that you'll both be able to spend some quality time together. Just you and your lover. To be able to simply reconnect. And that alone can help reignite the romance. And sometimes it's going to indicate, you know, that maybe we're expecting, you know, perfection, high standards. No one's perfect here, not even us. So just try to remember that. Or, you know, sometimes we could be on the receiving end of that sometimes. So just had to throw that out there for a few of you. Okay, we clarify our Three of Wands and we get the World in the reverse position. This is our near future card. So with the World, this is still success, but there's probably going to be some delays, some setbacks, you know, but you don't want to let these setbacks get you down. You can't give up, okay? You know, once you achieve one goal, see, that's a lot of what this card is about, is, you know, maybe you've went and you've achieved one goal. Maybe it was a big goal, but it's like as soon as you get to the point of, okay, I have achieved it, and then it's like you just look to the right and boom, then you see, holy moly, now I gotta go achieve this. But hey, we should always have many different goals. Once you achieve one, go after another. We can't get lazy with this card, and that's the issue here. You cannot be sitting here having wishful thinking, because wishful thinking is not going to get you this success. You're going to have to work really, really hard. I mean, sometimes beyond your limitations in order to achieve that which you desire. But hey, if it's something that you love and that you're passionate about, then it's worth it. Put that extra hard work in. Give it your all. But don't get lazy. Don't think that it's going to just simply fall into your lap. Don't think it's going to fall into your lap, because it won't. It's going to take much work to maintain it and to keep it going. And yes, you may experience delays and setbacks, but the thing here is you can't give up. You got to keep going. Keep going. You know, and sometimes you pursued a goal for so long that once you achieve it, then it's like it just lost all of its glitz and glamour, you know? But if this particular thing happens to you, refocus, find what you're passionate about, and go after it. Don't waste this energy. Okay, this was the card position of our attitude. We had the Five of Cups in the reverse position, and now we have the Queen of Wands to clarify. So, the Queen of Wands, she's optimistic, energetic, enthusiastic, sincere. She makes friends real easy. She's very intuitive, dominant, and she likes to look for the positive in all things. And she's definitely got a self-assurance about her. So my take on this is you should try to channel the energy of the Queen of Wands here, because you're being presented with this new opportunity, and maybe you need to channel the Queen of Wands here. Maybe you need to be more optimistic, energetic, enthusiastic. Something to keep in mind here. Okay, this was the card position of how other people see us. We had the Priestess in the reverse position, and now we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is swift movement. The Eight of Wands is about achieving our goals, or even perhaps a dream of ours. Sometimes this can indicate a new love interest. But combined with the Priestess in the reverse position here, you're not using your intuition, and your intuition could truly help you to achieve your success. And not only that, if you turn that intuition back on and you truly start listening to it, then we might even be able to get this world to turn around. Okay, this was the card position of our hopes and fears. And here we had the Six of Swords in the reverse position, and now we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. So this is definitely a karmic cycle is complete. You know, the Ten of Swords reverse, you know, the painful losses and endings brings a new beginning. And ultimately it's about healing and beginning again. So, yeah, I feel like for the most part a lot of this is a fear. But, you know, here's some hope as well. Not that any of us wish for, you know, this karmic type of situation. But in regards to a karmic type situation, I mean, at least the Ten of Swords in reverse shows you're released from it. So that is a positive. Okay, for our final outcome card, we have our Nine of Cups in the reverse position. And now we have the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands, you know, this is a heads up. Your moment is definitely coming soon. You know, the Ace of Wands is like a golden opportunity. So you need to prepare for action and excitement, and you're like gonna have to take action like now to achieve whatever you want or desire. You know, optimism and determination to succeed is indicated by the Ace of Wands. You know, this wand is like a magic wand, you know. But even though it's like a magic wand, you're still going to have to give it your all to ensure your success. You know, it's, again, you can't just simply wish it into being and it happens. You have to work for it. You have to work towards it. We can sit here and be wishful and daydream all day long, but, you know, like I said, faith and belief without action is useless. So, overindulgence, wishful thinking will only lead to disappointment. And you do not want to waste this ace, Virgos, okay? Virgos, sun, moons, and rise. You do not want to waste this ace. This is a blessing. I mean, it's an absolute blessing. Yes, you're going to have to work very, very hard to make this happen, but it can happen. Don't waste this energy by being indulgent, because being overly indulgent can be your biggest enemy here. So overall, I mean, this is pretty good. I just don't want any type of overindulgence or wishful thinking to do you guys in. So consider yourselves forewarned. So now you are forearmed, and you start having some intrusive thoughts coming in, talking about, hey, we don't need just one glass of wine. Let's drink the whole damn bottle. You can say, oh, hell no. Get the hell out of here. I ain't doing that. Set your mind straight. You control your mind. Don't let your mind control you, okay? Thoughts are things. Every thought has energy. So you want to make your thoughts work for you, not against you, okay? Release your ex, true love, playfulness, High Priestess, okay, Page of Fire, the Emperor, okay. Okay, for some of you are being asked to release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And then we're clarifying, and we have the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before you act. So you want to be careful, don't commit yourself to anything that you're not personally ready for, okay? But I think you need to go within, listen to that inner voice in your intuition, because I think that inner voice knows this needs to happen. Now, this is just for some of you, okay? Not all of you. Now, for some of you, this is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. We clarify, we get the Page of Fire. Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and I can't even say that word. This person could potentially be younger than you. So that's something to keep your eye on here. This person could be younger. So yes, this will be for some of you. Maybe some of you are already going through this and experiencing this, or you could be getting ready to. But more than likely, you already know the person. So, now this, I feel, really plays in right here. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Even though whomever the Knight of Pentacles is, the Knight of Coins, whether it's you, Virgos, or whether it's the person you're with, it's time to have some playfulness. Get out of isolation. Just pull yourself out. Get out, go out on a date night, I'm telling you. So now we clarify, we get the Emperor. Organization, logic, structure, discipline, leadership. So ultimately, take on that leadership role. Make that first move to be playful, to recapture the romance. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I will talk to you guys next month. And I'm sending you guys blessings of healing, prosperity, and love. I love you guys. I will talk to you next month. Bye-bye.